Already know, man. We back, baby. Three-peat. Yeah. It's one of those mornings. Now, I see a lot of men, supposedly, quote, unquote, pretty much just males. And I'm going to be all the way 100% honest. No disrespect. But a lot of dudes, you couldn't lead flies to shit, no disrespect, because everything you do, how you operate, how you move, it's so emotional. Yeah, you're a male on the surface, but inside, no disrespect, you're female. Because you got a lot of female tendencies. Everything about you is, you're driven by pure emotion. Every decision you make is pure emotion. You never think things through. You never have no data to support your arguments, no evidence. Only thing you do is just get involved in a whole lot of worthless, useless arguments. So my question is, if you couldn't even lead people to getting an understanding of life or giving some wisdom to people around you, guess what? How do you think you can lead somebody else? You can't even lead your household. You can't even lead your kids. But you think you're going to lead somebody else? Come on, get out of here. Leave that alone. For example, there's a lot of people right now, they can't even lead their own kids. You can't even lead your own son because you lead them astray. Because you pat him on the back for being a thug. You pat him on the back for being promiscuous, messing with a whole bunch of women. But on the other hand, your daughter, you want her to be clean. You want her to practice abstinence. You want her to preserve herself. So my question is this. If I raise my son to be a thug or be promiscuous and mess with a whole lot of women, and you raise your daughter to be abstinent and value herself and just don't give anybody her body, what do you think will happen if my son, who I've been raising pretty much to be a savage, gets a hold of your daughter? He's going to break her. He's going to damage her. You know, one thing about us as humans, we're not like boxes that come in Amazon or FedEx or the United States Postal Service. We're not stamped with fragile, handle with care, but you got to handle people with care. Because what happens is, if my son gets a hold of your daughter and I've been teaching him the wrong way, he's going to shatter your daughter. And a lot of times, people never get fixed. Therefore, they get the mentality like everybody is the same. Everybody ain't shit. Everybody is a dog. Everybody is a cheater. And that's the problem. It's because we're not teaching people the same. We're practicing this weird hypocrisy where you want to teach your son different than your daughter. No, we need to hold everybody to the same standard and bring everybody together, together, so everybody understands and we move the same way. There's a lot of grown people right now, they got broken, but they don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to understand what's causing them to feel that way. A lot of times, it's because of something that happened in the past that you never wanted to embrace and you never wanted to really face. But guess what? It's nothing wrong with facing that. It's nothing wrong with admitting that you're in pain because it's not weak. To my fellas, you got to handle people with care. And since you're the leader, I'm always going to put the emphasis on my fellas. 32 Voyage.